see. Did I? Golly. My summary from last time is not really a summary. That's awful. Where have they changed the, it's not July 3rd, it's July 10th. Update that in the journal. Alright, is everybody here? Oh! I forgot to jump into the Discord. Let me get into the Discord thing.
Hello.
Hey, I forgot to get in here.
We're just missing Michael.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah, we can.
I'm adjusting things on...
Hello?
I heard that on my computer. Let me see if it comes up on the stream. Wait, can you talk a little bit louder? I'm not hearing you on the stream. Maybe I turned my stream way too low.
Which one of us?
Uh... Anna, I can hear you. I'm not sure if I
Okay.
hear Lisa.
Also, Michael knows we're playing today, right?
I think he said, like... He says he'll be there. He said that a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that now. Yeah. Okay.
All right, can you hear me now?
Okay, let me see.
I heard that.
Yeah, okay. It's coming up on the stream.
Yay! Should we probably wait a bit for Michael to show up, or... and then start then?
Yeah, I guess I mean it's the usual like chit chat at the beginning.
All right. Trying to get all my things up and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm playing on a tablet, the new tablet today, which loads everything much faster than my 8-year-old laptop.
Oh really?
Well, that's good. Yeah.
So, but I don't have my second screen. I'm using the Discord on my phone instead of the computer. So hopefully it's working. And I'm sitting outside, so I may be on mute a lot just to drown out that background noise.
Yeah, no worries. Can barely hear anything though.
No, good. Okay. Just if a truck drives by, I'll start.
Wait, I thought you
from
said
mute.
I thought I saw a tweet saying you had escaped already.
Yeah, I'm camping right now. I'm up in the mountains.
Nice.
My friend's
Dedication.
campsite by the lake, but they have Wi-Fi and electricity. So,
It's the
and
most ideal way to play.
one of them is a D&D player, so he was 100% supportive of this plan.
Listening from the bushes.
In fact, he hooked me up with his wireless mic, and yeah.
Man, that's so awesome.
Or mouse. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I want to play D&D from the woods.
Oh my God, it's so much cooler up here than it is down
Oh,
in the valley
definitely.
and on the coast.
If only our game was outside at the moment. It's not. But
Oh,
Yeah.
if you want, I'm gonna have to make this the spookiest like session ever. It's gonna have to be filled with ghosts and like woods and like
No.
creepy stuff. Slender Man.
Oh, for the con, not the session. Because that might be fun for the con.
Yeah.
Michael is typing something. Well, watch out for giant tick monsters. They're out there.
Yeah, they are. Oh, you said we'll be here in a minute. Cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I'm excited.
Oh man, if we do gotta do a spooky section, I want one. I will do my best to make it as spooky as possible. But we all have to promise to play in the dark. We have to like close the curtains and turn off all the lights while we play.
Uh, I can promise that. Like, I'll be very displeased the entire time.
How do you guys play Phasmophobia?
In the dark, no. No, I've never done that. I will never do that. I think I accidentally did it once. Not accidentally, but I think like a light bulb kind of went out and I decided I'm going to replace it back at my old apartment. I'll replace it after this game is over. And the ghost like whispered in my ear and I flipped the keyboard and turned around.
Oh my goodness.
I'll never do that again. And my old apartment had a really creepy hallway too. And so, nah, not good times. You gotta try Phasmophobia when you get a new computer, Lisa.
I think I can get it on my tablet, which is an Android, so I can't get all the Steams. So I got GeoForce, the free thing,
Nice.
which you can link to your Steam account, which you can get. There's some games, so Among Us is in there. I can do that one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to stream from your laptop, and I don't know how that'll work since my laptop sucks, but I'll figure it out.
Old. My God. At 2 when they start wearing down, and at 4 they're giving up on life. 8 years.
It's pretty bad.
Oh man. They don't make them to last that long.
No, it's kind of surprising.
See.
I'm so curious about today's session. Oh,
should be interesting.
I'm scared. Daryl really doesn't want me to have a pet. He's made that very clear for a year now that I'm not allowed to befriend animals.
No, but I think you get this one for at least 24 hours, right? Because of a Gretel's enchantment spell.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's a lot of time in D&D world.
Especially now, because we go so
True.
slowly.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just hoping when the spell wears off, he'll like look
Mhm.
around and be like, wait a second, you were friend, not food. Friend. I called you friend. And then I have a dino. It's not a pig, but
Chat mode for a couple minutes. Hold on. I'm listening though.
Are you gonna
yeah.
like
Some
try to use the
noise.
spell on Daintyfoot? This sounds like what's that one movie where the woman captures the actor? I can't remember.
Where what captures what?
It's like an old. It's like a '90s movie or '80s movie. There's like a woman who's obsessed with. In the movie, the woman is like obsessed with the actor. I think like a movie actor.
Uh,
She like ties him to a bed and like just keeps him there because she's like completely psycho. Right? That way she
yeah,
can like own him.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that movie, but I can't even think of who the actors are, what the name of that would be. But that is not the direction I'm going with that pig. I'm thinking more of go back to Clark, go back to Goblin Town with a dinosaur, and then either threaten the mayor or be like, hey, would you like to trade? I have a dinosaur, you have a miniature pig, you know.
You're
I
treating
think
this
this would be
dinosaur
a
like a thing, like you possess it, like you own it. The dinosaur is its own thing, Anna. It has a choice and has agency here.
it's like trying to talk to me and I understand, but I'm like, no, I don't understand what you're saying. Do you want treats? Dinosaur's like, I will eat you. What? I'll get that pig someday.
Uh. Okay, the movie's called Misery. It's called Misery, and it was based on a novel written by Stephen
You
King.
found it. Oh my god. It's in it. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Oh yeah. Kathy Bates. Oh, I remember seeing this. Yeah, I've seen this one.
Ooh, good golly.
And Dagmar's kind of that psycho. I have to watch this again. It's been a while.
I don't think I've ever watched it. I've only like seen like references to it.
I'm surprised there aren't more. It's been like 3 weeks or something, right? How are you guys doing?
I'm doing all right.
That's good. And Lisa's camping, so peak life moment right there.
Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I took the week off work. And,
Because it's your
even though
birthday!
I know it is.
Happy
Oh,
birthday!
I gotta send in the Discord. I gotta show you a picture of what my friends gave me. Nice, who I'm
Aw.
here camping with. So I
Yeah, yeah.
told you guys our Bigfoot story.
I don't remember. Is that wait? Have you ever?
Where we ran into the State of Jefferson Bigfoot research team out on the
I
Klamath
vaguely
River
remember this.
red stop. So we've been laughing about Bigfoot for years. So
Oh
um,
my god. It
so she
wasn't the
gave me.
Finding Bigfoot team, was it? It was just
Been
random.
on. He had been on one of those episodes.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
It was so he leaves cat food out at the rest stop, up the highway,
Right.
hoping
Bigfoot's
that
favorite treat.
yeah. And he's got this truck. It's fully decked out. It's got placards on it, and file file
God.
cases, and cameras on the roof. But he's seen Bigfoot, but he just happened to not have his camera on at the time.
Right,
Oh
of
man.
course. That makes complete sense.
So, yeah.
God, I want to go out with those guys sometime. Hi, Michael.
No, you don't. Hello. Anyway, it's been a fun
Talk-
birthday.
That's good. That's very good.
By the way, Lisa,
Hey, thank you.
I'm sorry it took a while. I was at a 2-year-old's birthday party listening to Baby Shark
Aw.
being repeated over and over and over again ad nauseum. So a little busy with
Such a
that.
good song.
Daryl's like taking notes
Oh.
where to put that in the session.
Oh, geez. No, Daryl, no.
What's on your hat?
Oh, this was actually a gift from a colleague of mine at work. This is it's a little Panama hat, and it's the different UN sustainability goals on it.
Oh, that's very, very cool.
Yeah, I'm
Ah.
at I'm on the sustainability advisory board on my at my university. So she thought, oh, I have extras of this. Why don't you go ahead and have one?
All right. We're all here now. Minus Ellie.
Yeah. Too bad Ellie can't make it, but I understand.
Yeah. Hopefully she has fun babysitting those dogs.
Oh, I love hanging with doggos.
Yeah.
By the way, Anna, thank you for your your email today. I appreciate you taking on the time to help us out with this.
Of course, of course. Yeah, I saw that and I missed the opportunity last time to respond to that quickly because I was dealing with, stuff at my university. So jumped on
Oh
that as
no, I know
soon as
you've
I
been
could.
dealing with a lot. How's that going, by the way?
I'm I am officially out of there. They kept trying to
Nice.
get me to come back and I was like, "No, I really can't take any more of that." And I've been struggling every other day thinking about how I loved that town, I loved that campus, but it was filled with very toxic people and that impacts a lot even if it was my favorite school I've ever gone to, my favorite place I've ever lived. If it's filled with bad people, get out of there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And I've been college road tripping a little bit, so checking out other schools and so far not seeing anywhere I really want to be at quite yet. But keeping options open and doing a lot of vetting. So on a not D&D day, I can talk more about that hopefully and get some recommendations. That would be great.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of people on the Discord server that I think can give you quite a bit of good advice. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to get to wrapping my brain around it a little bit more and you know slow baby steps, baby steps. I'm gonna try to start applying in a next month and the months following though to different schools.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll keep all of you guys in the loop.
And if you need any help or want any advice, I'm always available.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll probably shoot you a message about that after D&D.
Cool. How do you like your mini, Daryl?
I'm very touched. It's looking at me right now. I'm touching it. I'm holding it right
Aw.
now.
Aw.
Oh.
And he's gonna pay us back by killing us all today.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
not all at once, thank you. Okay, you don't underestimate me.
Yeah.
I'm betting there's like a slider in Roll20 where he can slide our luck up or slide it down, our percentages for the entire game, and he's sliding it all the way down, holding that mini.
You're not sure of that. You're not sure of that. Where's your evidence for that? Correlation is not causation.
Oh my god. Or sliding it just a little bit up for the mini as a thank you. Went from 2% to 3% luck.
Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. Got 3 screens going, a million windows open. Yeah. Alright, I guess we start now. Is there anything does anyone want to say anything before we begin?
We miss Ellie. But Ellie will be back next time.
Right. Alright, you're especially gonna miss her when you're down a fighter in the battles. I mean, let me sum up from last time. Alright, so last time you finally so last time you were exploring through the tunnels. Actually, let me go back. So let me see here. Okay, let me manipulate these things here. Alright. So last time you were in a certain part of the tunnels that looked kind of like this. Alright. So they were kind of strange, kind of oddly carved. Nothing seemed to make sense. It's very peculiar in its construction. Uh, you there you also discovered a body, I believe. Oh wait, no, let me see. Is this one you? Yes, you came across a body, and lying next to the body was a sword. The body was clearly been there for quite a while, in very, very advanced stages of decomposition. The bones had basically dried, um, and but despite that, the sword itself seemed to have no signs of rust or decay on it. Let's see. Let me see now. The sword Dagmar did take for herself, despite the questions from Fred. Let's see. From there, you discovered a larger chamber here. Let me see, get that centered. Okay. With a fairly high roof. You were actually up in one of these higher rooms, where you discovered the body, and you actually made your way down in some sort of hole, and you were able to pop out of this hole down here at the bottom, and you were all basically exploring along the sides of this causeway. Some of you had actually gone up on top, and were walking along the causeway. When Aetheri was exploring this area down here, she discovered something strange and large sleeping in a very large crevasse. And that turned out to be a dinosaur. Okay. Alright, so... And that's another sort of version of it. And there's a little goblin there in for size comparison. So I'm gonna take you back. You all battled against. Well, you didn't quite battle against it. Dagmar decided that this was an opportunity to make friends with the dinosaur. Moo and her party decided this was a good opportunity to get the heck out of there. And so Moo and her party ran away. Uh, Strangely enough, Fred ran off with Moo and her group. Dagmar was successful in somewhat befriending the dinosaur with the help of Gradal's magic, using animal friendship on it. And so, let's take us back to the map. So that brings us back to our group here. The Moo and her group escaped out this south entrance. Or actually, I'm not quite sure. This is actually literally south. I'll just say south because it's at the bottom of the screen. But they escaped out this southern entrance, and Moo had thrown some sort of device that exploded and caused a partial cave-in. So there's a large pile of rocks here that partially blocks the entrance. You can climb over it, but at the moment you cannot see directly down the pathway, or down the hallway outwards. So that basically brings us up to speed. Are there any questions? Did I forget anything?
Why did Fred leave us? And is the dinosaur a friend of ours?
So the dinosaur is a friend through the use of magics. Fred during the encounter with the dinosaur insisted that you shouldn't move because its vision is based on movement.
That's right.
However, Moo gave a command to Fred, a very sharp, very stern command in Goblin, you noticed, not common. Their entire group had been speaking in common or sign language this entire time. But at that moment, Moo specifically gave a command in Goblin for Fred to move. And at that moment, Fred seemed to snap it to attention and followed after her.
As a question, would I have noticed if this might have been a spell of some kind, such as a command, since Moo seemed to offer a command to Fred?
Go ahead and roll Arcana to see if it's that seems like any kind of spell that you know of.
That's the first time we've rolled for that, I think.
Look at that. Let's see. Yep, I do suck at that.
Guidance won't help with the 4, will it?
I don't think
Or
I can
or is
risk
that
it.
with guided? No.
I think I cranked down the luck meter a little bit too low.
Yeah.
I think I was a little bit distracted with trying to befriend Bam Bam to notice what was going on with Moo and Fred.
Hmm. I'm not sure what to do in this case.
I feel like we need Fred for some reason.
Well-
He seems to know the most about dinosaurs.
I'd like to keep an eye on Bam Bam because I know, which is what Dagmar named him. I know. I'd like to keep an eye on him because he was very, very interested in food. And while I don't think he'll think of me as food because of the spell, he might change his mind when it comes to a theory or Genera or maybe even Dagmar.
And Janera is sleeping too.
Oh,
I don't know if
no.
we made that clear. Oh,
No,
no?
not yet. Okay. So, Genera at this point. So, a little bit of pulling back the curtain. Since Ellie is not available, I'm gonna play her. But I've already agreed with her for a few things.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So,
interesting.
um,
Okay.
Janera at this point looks nervous. Like she sort of looks a little bit pale, kind of like she saw a ghost. Kind of a bit of a cold sweat. She's even kind of like slightly shaking a little. She does not look well at this point, but she's not asleep.
Okay. Let's see then. Could I do a roll for gosh, like medicine or something? Noticing that Janera is unwell
Well,
to
I mean,
try
she just
to
looks unwell.
okay, or like perception or just to kind of see what's going on with her.
Well, she's not hiding anything. I mean,
Okay.
or she just looks scared, right? She just however would imagine a person who would have seen a ghost or a Bigfoot in the middle of the woods, how they might look.
Okay.
Well, wasn't Janera also like running around again, away from things that we couldn't
Mm-hmm.
see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so sometime in the middle of battle, Janera seemed to be like swinging at things or trying to dodge, like she was trying to run around something that seemed to be on the causeway with her, but you couldn't actually see it. There, you did notice that Cassandra seemed to have created an illusion. You're not quite sure, but there was some sort of giant wolf spider, similar to what you transformed into, Gradal, that um, appeared next to a theory.
That's
But that
right.
disappeared also after people
But
after the
I
Moose group
thought we
left.
couldn't see it. I
Well,
thought we couldn't see it. I thought only Janera could see it.
That's the thing. There seemed to have been two things. One thing that nobody could see, that Janera was sort of running around, and then another thing that popped up next to a theory.
Hmm.
But the spider that appeared next to a theory didn't do anything. It just sort of stood there.
right.
Where is it now?
What was that?
Is it still there?
Oh no, it left. It
No.
disappeared a
Okay.
few moments after Moo and her group left.
Hmm. I'm starting to wonder if Cassandra actually wasn't the spellcaster, whether it may have been Moo all along.
In any case, we probably should go after them.
We should. The question is there enough room above the rubble for us to take our new friend here? And I'm going to take another little piece of meat out of my pocket and hold it up for Bam Bam.
I'm gonna make Bam Bam just a little bit bigger. I don't think I made Bam Bam quite as large as they should be. I think that's
Well, I
actually
mean, he wouldn't fit in there really. I'm on him. Could we
so.
use him to move the boulders to kind of Flintstone utility dinosaur move the boulders around?
You're turning this into the Flintstones. Meet the
Yes. Yeah.
Flintstones. Um, so only a few moments passed, like maybe a minute. If since I'm guessing you're all sort of discussing this thing, about a minute passes after Moo's group disappeared. It's literally just 1 or 2 minutes later. So in the middle of your discussions, you hear screams. You hear their screams and yelling, somewhere off down the hall a little bit.
All of a sudden, maybe we don't want to follow them?
Well, I mean, Fred.
Yeah, I want to. If I can stealth ahead and see what's going on.
Before we do that, DM,
Yes.
could I do a quick insight check to determine what the screams and yells are about? Are they happy screams? Are they excited screams?
Oh,
Are
I'm
they panicked screams of fear and terror and death?
the last option, and
Hmm.
so specifically, what you're hearing is you're hearing the screams from Ethel and Tic Tac. Those are the literal terror screams of terror that you hear. You hear like yelling and like cussing from what sounds like Pabu. Or he's yelling, but not quite in terror. It's more terror than Pabu, but less than Ethel and Tic Tac.
What about the ferret?
You can hear the ferret sort of twittering a little bit, like, "Oh dear, I wish I was back home with my buttermilk pancake or buttermilk biscuits." There we go. Let's do buttermilk biscuits. There's plenty
Oh,
of
I
butter.
hate that you've done that.
I know. What
That's
about
right,
the
I forgot you
chicken?
turned the ferret into Paula Dean.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not pleased with that decision. Not my favorite thing you've ever done, Daryl. Oh my god. Uh,
I don't think I've ever tried one of her recipes.
Take a whole lot of butter and throw it into a pan and top it with more butter.
that's her
And
recipe.
maybe a couple of racial slurs on top, and then pretty much you're good.
Yeah, that's the topping.
The topic. Oh,
So hearing the screams, I sort of turn to a theory and say, "You still want to go see what they're doing?"
get Fred and the chicken, or at least see what's going on. I mean, I don't know. We can't get out of here unless we climb back up.
And you know,
There's no
like
entrance the other way.
So if you go up the map, you'll see that actually there's another doorway actually out the other end. And out
that's
the
going
other
in the
end is
opposite
actually not
direction.
pitch black. There seems to be a very, very, very faint light going out the northern end of the chamber.
See what's happening.
All right, we'll
Can
go ahead.
I sneak in the doorway? I'm gonna go to the doorway and just take a look.
Okay, so go ahead and move
You go
move
top.
your.
Going to the north or the south?
To the south. I want to see why they're screaming.
I like that idea. If there's even just a little bit of clearance up there just to peek out.
Yeah, there is a little. There is enough clearance. So this doorway is fairly high, relatively high. Not nearly as high as the actual ceiling of the chamber. But you do notice that the ceiling. So you can see part of the ceiling of this entrance, this passageway. But it does, even from your vantage point, you can tell that it slopes down very quickly. So there is room for a person to climb up over the rubble and see over the top. But it would be a little bit difficult for the dinosaur.
I think in theory should have a peek and we can wait below.
Can't move my character, and so I just added myself twice.
Wait,
I
let
don't
me
know.
see.
It won't let me. It won't let me select her to move.
Let me see. Can
And
I
it could
give?
be my new setup.
Huh. Okay, well I'll delete it. Can you move the one now?
Let's see. No. Ah, bummer. Hit select move. Point on it.
It says it's controlled by you.
Really?
Both of them are controlled by you.
All right. I don't know what's happening. So it's this new setup. Let's see what's going on.
On the tablet.
Oh,
Oh, I got to touch screen it. Okay. I can't do it with the mouse.
okay.
Learn something new. All right. Yeah, now I got it.
Okay, so you can go ahead and scramble up over the top. You do have a two-story climb. So I'll just consider that you're able to climb it. It does take you a moment. Let me see. Let me reveal areas. Actually. Okay. So let me see. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I'll check. Just measure it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so a theory's going down. Okay. So wait, a theory. Are you going slowly? Or are you going quickly? Or
Quickly and quietly as possible.
okay, so if you're gonna stealth, go ahead and roll that stealth roll. Alrighty.
It's good enough.
Let's see, theory. So, chili. Whoops, don't want to do that one. Okay, so a theory. As you're moving down, you catch a glimpse of them, and they're all basically just running down this way. They're running past a bunch of old, broken, open uh, chests, and you can see them sort of running down the out the down the chamber and out some sort of. Oops. So you can see them. There's an exit out the end if you look.
What are they running away from? Do I see anything else in there?
Okay, you're not quite sure. Uh,
Or here.
it's you don't see much inside the chamber except for these broken. If you look at these ones here, there's a bunch of broken chests. They're old, they're rotted. There's another one right here. Okay. Uh, down here, you see some stairs. You see some columns. Uh, you see the exit right here. You just see one of the columns. You see actually this column right here. It's actually like laying down. That's about it. Uh, but otherwise the chamber is completely empty.
Yell for Fred? Like,
Uh,
Fred, where
you
are you
can actually
going?
you caught a glimpse of Fred. You caught a glimpse of Fred like running out the exit with them.
Empty stuff in a broken column, and they're gone. And there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
All right, should I
There's
move
no
forward
strange
again?
noises or anything like that, like growling noises or echoes of really heavy footsteps or something like that. Nothing.
Nope, nothing like that. It's pretty quiet in the chamber now. I mean, you can still hear them sort of stamping their feet. You can hear them like yelling. You can hear what sounds like the jingle of coins. Um, and a theory you could see like there's a few scattered, I guess perhaps coins, around some of those boxes.
Huh.
Just running from the dinosaur. Is this what's happening? All right, I'm gonna go to the go take a look. I'm gonna move again. Does that exit go outside?
Uh, So it's a stairwell that seems to go downward, and you can see some light, like faint amount of light, uh, seeping out from at the bottom of the stairwell.
Coins on the floor there.
Yes, there are coins.
All right, I just kind of sleight of hand and pick them up.
Well, there's nobody there to look and see you, right?
Oh, that's true. I mean, I just like I just did it quickly.
Right. It's only a crime if
Casual
someone
looting.
catches you.
Yeah.
Right. But I do. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and see what the group wants to do if they want to follow them down the stairs. Can we get a dinosaur down the stairs?
It's gonna be a tight fit. That dinosaur's kind of big.
I think Fred's just gone, but at least we know this thing is there. All right, I'm gonna head back. Tell 'em what I saw.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
and
they all ran out down some stairways. There's empty chests and coins. I picked up a few. Here you go.
and oh, thank you. So they just ran past all this stuff. They didn't want any of it.
Yeah, they just bolted down the stairs. I don't know if they're afraid of the dinosaur, or if they saw something else.
Okay, I want everybody to roll a perception check.
Ah, the roll 20 curse continues. Or not. Well,
Right.
happy birthday!
I was about to say, yeah, that's
Yes.
birthday luck right there.
Birthday roll.
Dagmar is too busy petting Bam Bam.
Yeah. You're at a dinosaur, you don't notice anything else.
It's so cute.
Oh wait, sorry. Well,
Uh,
yeah. Also, let me do this. Also,
oh yeah, Janera needs a roll.
yeah. You know what? We could do Genera. I think I can actually like. Let's see, Genera character sheet. Can I roll
Ooh.
perception as her? Yes, I can. Okay. All right. Wait.
The theory. Remember this? And I just go ahead and pick it up at her feet. And I think they dropped us.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so Gradle in theory noticed something at Ethere's feet, and it is something familiar. Huh.
You're saying Gretel.
Oh,
She lost the
Sandra's
key.
and that wasn't used to get into the dungeon, right? That was something that she obtained prior to going in, but she didn't use it on anything yet.
No, it hasn't been used as far as you know.
Huh.
It's dangerous out there. Take this with you.
Well, one of us should definitely hold on to that, the more trustworthy of us.
I wonder
Is
who
not
could that
me.
be.
Lose it.
I'll put it in your oatmeal or something.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No, I won't do that.
Whichever one of us is least likely to get eaten by this dinosaur in a couple minutes.
Yeah. All right, Gretel, here's the key.
What happens if Gretel, like, what is it? I have notes. Wild forms into something carrying the key?
That's actually up to Gradle. He gets to decide whether it actually like melds into his shape or it just drops off of him.
Yeah, because like when I wild shape, all my clothes also wild shape with me, which is
Okay, and
why
objects
the
too.
wolf spider I changed into had this little streak of purple down the back of its head.
Oh, that's really cute, actually.
Eh, Interestingly enough, this was a point of contention in the Howard the Duck short run. He ran into a shapeshifter, and they were discussing about how, like, the shapeshifter, she specifically, whenever she shapeshifted, she would act shapeshift and then go grab some clothes. Because technically, if you're a shapeshifter and you don't actually wear anything, the clothes are your skin. So it's like, as a shapeshifter, you shapeshift and with a trench coat on, even though it's a trench coat, someone touches your trench coat, technically you're touching your skin. Ew.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That needed to be in this episode. Well, so now we have this key. We don't know what it opens. We're missing a party member, but I mean it's Fred. Got different sets of priorities here for sure. And we've got this dinosaur. And I guess kind of talking to Groudal about how powerful that spell is and what could happen after it fades off might be the thing worth doing right now, because if we need to get away from it
Well,
quickly.
the spell lasts 24 hours,
Okay.
so
Is
we've got some time.
Okay. And do we all think that taking Bam Bam with, I mean, I really want Bam Bam with us, but is it worth it? Is it worth taking him with us where this is a big and powerful beast
All right,
that could
I put
eat all
my
of you?
hands as best as I can over Bam Bam ears and go shh.
I don't know if you can reach. I lift you up so you can reach.
That's okay. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Get this. Want some scratches there? You go.
Uh,
This
well,
is our new Fred.
Bam Bam, very amicably complies, lowers his head, shakes it around to make sure you scratch behind the ears. Okay.
I have not met an animal of any sort yet who did not enjoy a scratch behind the ears. I'm just saying.
True. This is true. Well, I personally think we traded up. I mean, he's no Gale or anything, but he looks similar enough to a chicken to me. I hate myself.
Big get some big eggs out of him for breakfast.
I was about to say, like, are you gonna? Who's gonna give you eggs for breakfast?
Oh
So,
no, Lisa! Lisa's gone! Oh no! My paleontology joke ruined the party.
Or
uh,
Jurassic. Maybe it's a Jurassic Park joke.
I...
Because all the dinosaurs were one gender, and then they could switch.
or are you gonna, or are you gonna be the cause of the extinction of dinosaurs, Dagmar? Are you gonna eat all of their eggs, like the mammal you are?
um, well, maybe Dagmar is vegetarian. I haven't decided yet.
Now, DM, knowing that we were pretty much heading north along the um, windows, the high windows that were along the corridor of the west hand side of this big room.
Yeah.
If we headed off to the north, would I sort of be able to extrapolate that we would eventually meet up with where we had been in the first place?
So, okay. Let's go back to the illustration of the room itself.
Or even if those windows extend out where the other group is.
Yeah.
So, um, in this case, all right. As you can see, the windows are fairly level. They're not actually. They're level, right? They don't go down. The causeway here is fairly level. It doesn't go up or down. So they're not gonna cross if you, at least as far as you can tell. Um, they're not gonna cross anytime soon. It would seem like this is gonna go somewhere off in some direction, and this is gonna go off in some direction. They may meet up later, but you're not quite sure.
I'm actually curious of Gradle and a theory of how you guys feel about Fred, because I personally, like, not I personally, Dagmar thinks that Fred just up and betrayed us. Like, Dagmar doesn't think that this was like a spell or an enchantment or a charm or anything like that. She just thinks that Fred just up and left. So I would say that Dagmar would be more in favor of going north in that corridor.
I'm cool either way. We can go north if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I saw them all take off, and Fred was with them. We're not gonna get Bam Bam down those stairs. I'm hoping Fred. We know Fred can take care of himself. We think, and then I'm hoping maybe we can meet up with them later. So I agree with Dagmar. Let's go. Let's go explore.
Venture north and see what that key does.
North it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd our map go?
Oh, you want to go to the map? Yeah. Let me go back to the map.
Yeah. Now,
Alright.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I say we have a bigger chicken with us now.
That's what I'm saying!
I know.
Now,
I know.
DM, how
Yeah.
high is the door to the north?
Okay, so the door to the north is clear and open, because otherwise, how did the dinosaur get in here?
It never left.
I figured. I wanted to know if there's room, considering that I figure that Dagmar is probably going to insist on riding on the dinosaur.
I am on the.
Well, if the dinosaur decides to scrape Dagmar off its back, well, technically Dagmar's not on Bam Bam's back anymore, right? Dagmar fell off.
But then
Oh,
you put me right back on. Look, I'm on it.
Well,
I'm
I
on
mean, if you
him.
want to climb back on, I don't know. You're gonna be like the goat on top of a cow. I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of that, but
Yes,
um,
goats get on everything.
yeah.
Alright, so
Um,
shall we head up north then?
All right, so
Just teleport our way up there. That dinosaur is so menacing. That's an excellent token that you made, Daryl. God.
okay, let me start to reveal
And
some wraith.
I'm like, Janera, come on.
Oh
Headed
yeah.
north. Janera,
Oh
Stop
yeah.
sleeping.
Sorry.
what's wrong with you, Janera?
Uh,
He occasionally just naps.
Yeah, so Janera's a
Occasionally.
little bit hesitant, but follows up with you. She's kind of nervously looking around. Okay. Let me see. Actually, we can keep most of this revealed since of the hole in the roof. Keeps it fairly well lit. We can keep most of it. All right. Okay. So actually, I'll probably just like reveal most of this. There's actually not much out here, or well, I actually started illustrating some of this and I didn't actually quite finish it. I actually have it in my bag right now. I'm looking at this part right here. Oh, but there's actually not much right here.
actually going to ask what the sort of scribbles were on the corners.
It's basically just the wall. It's just to make sure that I know where the wall is. So what happens is as you come up to this passage to the north, the passage, whatever was here is actually collapsed. So the scribbles are sort of rubble of rocks and boulders fallen down. Um, I'll upload some of the map a little bit later. I'm holding it in my left hand right now. So there you see a couple things. You actually see like you see some what's it? Like stones. Very obviously crafted stones right here. You see a broken down column. You see kind of like another column or like the base of the column there. You see one more standing column right here, but otherwise it's mostly just like broken down in here, and it opens up into the it opens up out onto the top of the plateau, or at least further up. Uh, and so you can see how the dinosaur, you can see how Bam Bam comes in and out of this area.
So we're kind of going further into the living I was about to say the living surface. I'm gonna get my brain out of archaeology mode. The living quarters of this dinosaur, actually.
Well, this is at this point you're out in the open air. You're basically consider yourself at the top of the mesa, or at least the top of the local area,
Ah.
of the what is it? What is it? Locally affected area? I can't remember the term you used last time when you were talking to that horse.
Potential effect.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, the
The
APE.
APE.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say AP area potential effects. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you see the
Forgot
dinosaur
about
sort of
that.
scratches back against the column right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is what you should have done. Instead of a dinosaur, you should have had a giant ape.
Oh my god.
Don't give him ideas now. He'll do it.
I would have named that one Compliance.
Yeah. There you go.
But so we're not seeing any way out of this area. So this should we go back in then?
So you can either go back in the way you came, or you could try to like climb up over the top and then try to get back to the ravine that you were at. So I'm gonna zoom out on the stream just so you can see. Right, that's basically the whole area that you've climbed over. To give you a sense of scale, oh, let me actually. I'm also gonna be very particular. I'm gonna hide that area. Ho ho ho.
Hmm.
But as you can see on this, like this whole length of the map is how much you've traveled to go from the ravine here at the bottom all the way to this collapsed area up at the top. So you'd have to sort of climb up over the top. It wouldn't take you that long, but it might take you a few minutes to sort of get yourself past the rocks, the rubble, the chaparral.
So it's a talus.
Hmm.
Are there any talus pits in it? Okay. I'm just gonna Pacific Northwest archaeology. So should we climb out then and release this dinosaur upon the world and then go back in?
You're practicing capture and release, or catch and release. That's pretty good.
No, maybe, but let's just say that when we encounter Moo and her party again, the dinosaur might be an ally at least for the next 23 hours or so.
Yeah. Yeah, and it would help, especially kind of looking back at Genera, what Cassandra is capable of, or whoever did that would help to have a dino. Ultimately, we need to just be able to go in a direction that the dinosaur can follow. And it's not going to be back out the way we were just at. So,
Oh yeah, so we go up and around then.
yeah, I think so. I think that would be the best thing to do. He's just pacing.
Right?
Look at him go. So cute.
Boy, come on, boy, let's go. Let's go.
He's my special man.
I haven't come up with a voice for Bam Bam yet.
Oh, the one you had when you just yelled
Yeah.
was pretty awesome. I just want to be able to point at Moo and Moo's crew again, and yell and point to them and talk to Bam Bam and go, "Look, Bam Bam, food."
Michael, I hate that you just said Moo's crew because I've been trying to figure out what to call that gang in my journal for the longest time, and I am not about to write that down. It sounds like Blue's Clues, but it's Moo's crew.
What can I say? I am the parent of a young child, and it is apparent that I am a parent.
Oh god.
Hoping that they'd have like this. I've been like leaving blanks in my journal, hoping that eventually Daryl would reveal this like awesome gang name, and it better not be Moo's crew.
This is a collaborative effort, okay? Dungeons and Dragons is a collaborative storytelling effort. If the players decide it's Moo's Cruise, then so be it. It's Moo's Cruise.
No, Moo's Cruise is what happens when Moo's crew is on a boat. Then it becomes Moo's crew.
Oh no! They get away in a boat. Oh, James Bond style. Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
There was more up here.
Yeah.
Well, this is basically just open area. I'm just so just think of
okay.
yourself at the top of the mesa. I'll switch to the mesa picture right now if you'd like.
Yeah. Ah, it's daytime. Those clouds are so cute.
Damn. You're so good, Daryl. That looks like a damn Bob Ross painting. It really
thank
does.
you.
It does. It does. You're the
You had the
digital
happy
artist.
little clouds, majestic
Digital Bob
mountains.
Ross.
Oh, I did my best
There's
to
a
make those
couple of
clouds as
little
menacing as
bushes there
possible.
'cause everyone needs a friend.
Have we only seen this in the night version? Because I feel like I haven't seen the daytime version
Well,
yet.
we started with the daytime and then I made a night version.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Do you want to see the night version?
They're both beautiful. I can't decide which one I like more.
Now, as an aside, have any of you played the Bob Ross board game?
There's a Bob Ross
No, there's a
game.
board.
I bought it for someone, but I never got to try it.
It's actually quite good.
Oh, shoot.
It's actually quite good. It's very similar in gameplay to kind of Ticket to Ride. It's that same kind of mechanic. Very easy to figure out.
Go pick up another copy from Target then. That's cool to hear. So, where are we on this beautiful, beautiful painting? Exactly.
So not I wouldn't think it'd be literally quite exactly able to be located on this painting, but this is sort of the idea that I want you to think of is that you climbed up the top of it, and then somewhere in the middle is a ravine inside, like a short ravine. You went inside, and then going up, you went up a little bit higher, right? That's the stairs, that's the passageway that sloped up. And what happened is part of the top of the mesa collapsed downward, and that you're now standing in part of that collapsed area. So whatever structure was here has sort of broken down and collapsed inward through the effects of erosion.
Well, wash.
So we need to go on top of the mesa and head to the other side to see where they're coming out. Well, they're not, but they're going down.
Well, yeah, like if you do that, you can
Yeah.
go up to the top and you'll look down on them as they're running down the ravine and down the side of the mesa.
Yeah, that's what. Let's go up to the top of the mesa. I think.
All right.
Bam Bam make it.
Well, didn't you say that we had to go down rather than up? Weren't we already at the top of the mesa?
Uh, so I'll let me see. Let's just imagine that this is sort of sideways. So maybe not take this exactly literally, but just as an illustration. So let's do this. So basically, you went up the mesa. You went inside the cavern, and the cavern sloped upward a little bit until you popped out, and then you get this little hole, right? So now you're just sort of playing around in here. You can either go back down like this and follow them out the way that you came in, or you can climb up over the top, but by the time you get back to here, you're going to look down on them. And so you'll either have to go drop down the face of the ravine, or fly down or whatever.
Sorry, could you repeat that? What were the choices again?
So I don't know if you all can see this, right? I'm doing this on the stream and stuff.
Yeah.
So the actual, no, actually, so the overall cavern that you had sloped upward slightly. Okay. So you climbed up the mesa. You went inside the cavern, and then you came out the other end, and now you're sort of playing around on the top right here. You either have to double back and follow back down, or you can climb up over the top and basically run along the roof of this this cavern or this ruins or whatever. But by the time you get back, it's going to be like a straight drop down. And so you either have to fall down or climb down the side of the ravine, or you just fly down or something. I don't know. You turn into a dinosaur. I don't know. Pterodactyl.
I think we'd have to go back down the safe way.
Yeah.
I only have one more wild shape left today anyway, and I'd want to save it just in case we end up in a scuffle.
And even if Groudle transformed into something big enough that me and Aetheri and Generic could get on, that leaves Bam Bam kind of stranded there at the top.
Yeah.
Well, this is Bam Bam's home. Bam Bam knows how to get around.
Yeah, that might be true, but I think like saving that wild form might be the priority there. Might be a good move in case we run into them again. Moose Cruise with a Z. Aetheri, what do you think?
Yeah, let's take the safe route. See if we can get around as fast as we can to see where they are.
Okay, then.
Yeah. So the safe route would the safe route be back through the rubble, or would that be outside the mesa, but a safer way? I just want to make sure we take Bam Bam with us.
Yeah, that's the one back where the way we came in. Instead of going to the top and jumping off the ravine, we'll go back the way we came in.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Hoping that Bam Bam can fit through the kind of cave entrance, but probably, right?
Bam's home. There's a way around.
Otherwise, he gets to be unleashed upon the unsuspecting forests and valleys below.
Well, I mean, this is your chance to do some archaeology. You can do some epigraphy on that. I don't know if it counts as epigraphy. That graffiti that you saw on the walls, talking about Grok's pride.
Oh, the graffiti, the rock art pictograph kind of. Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't a pictograph. Yeah. Dagmar hasn't forgotten that for sure. Uh,
So Bam Bam is following Grandall.
Just so I can get a good idea, how much time has elapsed of the since I cast Animal Friendship?
Oh, I mean, like, you just walked up there and you looked around. It's maybe been 20, 30 minutes. It hasn't been very long.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm
Oh.
keeping track of when that 24 hours ends.
Will he remember any of this wonderful time we spent together?
He'll remember, but I don't know if he'll think of it as, like, wonderful.
Ah. We have to give him good memories.
Now, I know that there's area for us to squeeze through if we climb up.
Right.
Can I, if I know that my mold earth cantrip only works on like soil and whatnot, but
Oh, so
if
psst, psst, whisper, whisper. Damn hint. Remember that mold earth is just that you mold it. So treat the stone like Play-Doh. What do you want to do with the stone?
oh, I did not know that you could do that.
Well, go ahead and try to
Um,
cast, and you'll see the description again.
okay, I'll go ahead and I'll cast. Shape colors are both to appear in the dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. I can cause it to become difficult terrain. Alternatively, you can cause the ground to become normal terrain if it's already difficult terrain. So I can do that. If it's difficult terrain moving up and over, then I can use the spell to make it normal terrain.
Yeah. Basically, you can turn it into a ramp, or you can turn it into stairs if you'd like.
Ooh, done. Consider it cast.
And there'll be
Alright.
enough clearance for Bam Bam, right? Even if we make stairs, that like lowers it and provides enough clearance,
Uh,
and then he can squeeze.
I'm gonna move my hands together like I'm because there's somatic components, and I know you DM you like to have me describe the spells. So my somatic components, I'm going to uh, rub my hands together as if I'm molding a piece of Play-Doh, and then I'm going to stretch it out flat like I'm building a ramp. And as I do that, the stone and earth is gonna and create a nice level ramp.
excellent.
And then, like, yeah.
Whee!
Frantically trying to take my notes.
Alright, let me polygon reveal. Just gonna straight up reveal the whole chamber here. Also a little bit of revealing my hand. Part of the reason why I scribble in the wall is just to give myself enough like thickness, margin of error when I when I do that reveal.
Now, DM, I remember that we heard screaming from this room before Theory came in to check. Can I do, as before we enter, can I do like a quick perception check or see if there's anything that I notice around the chamber?
Uh, in so okay, so you can either you go ahead roll either perception or investigation. So any of you who are like going into the room, you can either roll perception or investigation, and that'll change how I
Well,
describe it to you.
Which one should I roll for kind of like tracking and paying attention to the footstep or any footprints or anything like that in the ground?
You can do survival.
Okay.
Survival is very specifically things for tracking, and the like.
God dang it.
Okay.
She's supposed to be a good tracker. Damn.
Hey. It's not like I have a dial that I can adjust your roll luck. I mean that just wouldn't be fair. And Aetheri continues to enjoy her birthday.
I was gonna...
Thank you, Roll20.
I'm thinking there's a dial per character, and you've got a series dialed turned all the way up for birthday mode.
Yeah.
Wait,
I did a
Aetheri,
birthday
move your token because I want to know where you are. Or are you just gonna like investigate from way the heck back there? Okay. So for Dagmar Gradal, I guess I'll roll as Genera just for just for funsies.
Yeah.
But Genera is quite nervous right now. So let me see.
At least we remember to do this, because we don't with Fred. Hey, there it is!
Okay. Yes, even when she's not here, Genera rolls high on all these sorts of things. So, Genera is sort of like looking around and is kind of nervous and kind of doesn't like this area. She doesn't seem to quite like this area for some reason. Not quite sure. She just seems to sort of nervously avoid it. Um, but for Gradal and Dagmar, it just seems to be another empty stone room, similar to what you've seen. You see these boxes, these chests. Some of them are open, some of them are broken, or some of them are closed. You see the stairs and the passageway, and some more stairs going down. Um, and you notice, let's see, that it just seems to be sort of ransacked. It just seems kind of haphazard. Um, I'm gonna message Aetheri.
Well, I don't know why I didn't think of doing this sooner, but if Genera was nervous and acting shaky and nervous, and if she was here, I'm sure we all would have asked her. So could I talk to her as you play her, DM?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Genera, what's the matter with you? What's wrong with this room?
This room? Well, maybe not this room, but I don't know. Uh, I don't like that thing over there.
What thing?
So she points to one of the columns. So there's a column here, and it seems to be lying on the ground. So there's like this column. So that's a slightly raised platform, and you notice there are 4 columns. Three of them actually raised to the ceiling. And the ceiling is a little bit low comparatively, so Bam Bam is kind of hitting his head here. But there is one
Aw,
column that is
baby.
on the ground, and okay. Let me just put it on the screen here. So Gennaro sort of nervously points at that, and it's some sort of stone column that seems to be knocked over. Um, but there's a weird protrusion sticking out of it. Looks odd. Gennaro sort of points at it, and she's like, "I don't like that thing." And as you're looking at it, you notice that this thing that's protruding is kind of dark in color, very shiny. It looks almost slimy.
Ooh.
Standing on it.
Oh wait, what is theory?
Why am I standing on it?
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You're not quite standing on it.
I mean, I'm not opposed, but I was confused.
Carol's like, "Oh, you are? Well, you're dead now. Happy birthday, you're dead." Can we, looking at it from our distance, can we tell what kind of material it is despite the slime on it?
Uh. Okay, so I'll put it back on the screen. So, as far as you can tell, the entire length of it is just a stone column. This entire thing is just a stone column,
Okay.
except
Mhm.
for this part here. This part is bizarre looking. It doesn't seem to be stone at all, and it's just sort of slimy looking.
That in particular. So this is what's modifying it.
Yes.
I do some like maybe like a I don't know, like a nature check or something to see if I know what this thing is.
Um, if you'd like, so go ahead. If anybody wants to try to figure this out, you can roll either nature or history or religion or anything you'd like to try to figure it out.
It's myself, if you don't mind.
Oh, college you willikers.
Nice. Nice. I'm gonna do. Okay, I'll do the history check. Okay.
Not bad. Good rolls all around.
Not
Ah,
bad.
I wonder if does no. Here's a question: does Bam Bam get to make a history check or a nature check?
Mm.
well, yeah, but Bam Bam has like a negative intelligence. Do you really want to ask Bam Bam for help on this?
No,
I love Bam Bam.
I was just making a joke.
Although Genera might be able to improve my history roll. Collectively, we join heads. If Genera wants to contribute.
Janera's too nervous. She's
Okay.
just kind of like rubbing her hands and like, oh no, what is this? I'm busy typing away. Let's see. A
No
theory.
worries.
Yeah, whatever this protrusion is seems to be a living creature. My advice: we try shooting at it from afar. Because you figure we heard the screams, and then a theory saw them running past it and away from it.
Yeah, yeah.
This thing doesn't look like it can make ranged attacks. But I know that I think a theory you have like a crossbow or something, right?
Yes, I do have a crossbow.
Yeah.
I do as well. And we want to get past it, right? Because isn't it guarding the way out?
We do, but it'll be easier to get past it if it's dead.
Fair enough. I understand that logic.
Let me hold on a second. Let me give one more thing to Anna.
I would love something.
Uh,
I'm gonna say to the group, I mean, there's these boxes there, and there's like they're old boxes, but these coins have just like they've been recently broken into, and they just like dump coins on the floor. So who's breaking in and not taking the coins? Like, what else was in those boxes? I'm curious.
All the boxes appear to be completely empty.
I don't know. I haven't actually looked in them. But it appears like all of the contents have been spilled onto the floor.
From what I can see from up here on Bam Bam, the column seems to have dents on it too. And I think there's blood on the floor
Oh no.
near the column.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Dagmar.
Yeah,
I don't know whose blood.
My original
Well.
suspicion, I think, was correct. Kill it, kill it, kill it with fire.
You guys don't think it's guarding the coins? And
It could be
maybe
guarding the coins, it could be guarding the platform, it could be guarding just about anything.
because we have no interest in the coins, but Moo and her party probably started pocketing all of this. Wait a second. A theory, you have some of the coins.
Well, I picked a couple up.
How do you know, Dagmar?
yeah,
No metagaming.
What?
But I didn't get attacked by the column, but I ran out of, I went pretty fast.
The slime just starts activating and shooting at us.
Are you actually like in hushed tones, or are you yelling, or what are you doing?
More hushed, but more just talking regularly, but hushed on Dagmar's part, I guess. I'm on a dino. I crawled up when you weren't looking, Daryl.
Roll a dex check to make sure you stay on there. There's no saddle.
Damn it. What do I roll for? What am I rolling as?
It's actually, I'm kind of joking, but if you want to make that roll, this would be...
Acrobatics?
No. It's a dex check. So it's not a, let's see. What you would do is you would, let me see if I could do this one.
Oh my god, I'm shooting myself in my own foot right now.
Let's see if you would have... I'm not exactly sure which one you would click here. Because normally you just click, like... Oh, wait, I see. You would click the word dexterity. So if you look on your stats on the side, on the left, it says dexterity and then a 2. You just click the word dexterity.
Yay!
And you stay on the dinosaur.
I stay on! So I'm assuming from up here, it doesn't, I'm hoping it didn't hear that.
Back.
Everybody
I heard
can...
blood out.
everybody
Yeah.
roll perception again. Perception again.
Jeez.
Why don't you let us use our own dice?
Oh. While we've been talking, that protrusion, that thing's gone. It's not there anymore.
I don't know why, but I started thinking about face huggers from Alien.
Oh. Why do you have to go there? No.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Daryl for inspiration.
No, thank you. Return to sender. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. Well,
Well,
We noticed that it's not there. Do we notice where it went?
I didn't. Etheria, did you notice anything?
But it disappeared. It's gone. I don't know where it went either. I guess it just went back into the column.
We're on the ceiling. We have to be super observant.
No, I think it went back into the column. I don't
It
think
was
it
from
went anywhere
inside the
else.
column?
Yeah, I think it shrank back inside the column. So it's like a parasite inside the stone or something.
We could
Yes.
blow it up.
Or the stone's a lot. Yeah.
and it's near the crates, right? Yeah, it's over near the crates, right? Should we give the coins back and go on our way just for the heck of it?
I like how you went to
keep
all
the
this
coins.
trouble. Oh, it's like go for it, go for it, go for it.
Take the coins.
Yeah, every game, taking coins is very much approved of. It's looked favorably upon.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's how you get a higher score. Take more coins.
I'm gonna nudge a theory and just be like, put them back where you found them.
Now,
I
which,
mean-
which which way do we have to go to follow Moo's crew?
Down to the right?
Yeah. To the player's right on the stairs on the left.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the theory will explain that they went down that way.
Oh. So we do have to walk by that
Yeah.
column.
That's what I thought. That's why I'm gonna see this thing might be attracted to food or noise. If I take like a rock or something and throw it right where we saw the parasite, or right near the box that's closest to the column.
Go ahead and mark wherever you're going to throw the rock. You don't need to roll. You
Hmm?
just throw it.
Okay.
Those were the nicest words I've ever heard. In D&D. You don't need to roll, just do it. Bam, bam.
Dagmar.
So does anything happen when I throw the rock near the column there?
No, it just clatters off the boxes and the coins on the floor. You hear the sort of jingle of metal, the kind of creaking of the old rotten wood bounces around on the stone floors.
What do we see down over to the right over here where Janera is?
Okay, so as you look down, let me see. Okay. So if you look toward the right, you can see more passageway.
Do we go down the passageway or do we follow Moo?
Could I try to take out my crossbow and from on top of Bam Bam where I feel considerably safe? Could I try taking a shoot at the column just to see what happens?
Go ahead.
Red all.
Take a I'm gonna.
Oh,
I shouldn't
the
say that I'm
sound of
checking
your
something,
voice
but
right
yeah,
now.
I am checking something. That's why I'm pausing a little bit. But go ahead, take a shot.
Okay. Famous last words.
I mean, you hit it.
Anything happen? Other than it maybe rolling back slightly or a clank noise? Is there anything that happens?
So your bolt does not clank off of the stone column. It actually sinks into it, and like sticks into it. It did not sound like stone.
Okay, so that whole it's not only what's in the column, it's the whole column that we need to be afraid of. And it's right in that
Oh,
area that we need to get past, so...
I think Gretel doesn't know what this is, but Mike does.
Uh-oh.
You figured it out finally, Michael. Oh man, DM,
Yeah.
you didn't fall for it.
No, I
Why
didn't.
can't Gretel know too?
Well, Gretel could know. What would Gretel roll to know? Since I Mike know what this is, and I'll send you a message on Discord to see if I'm right.
You would roll Arcana. Go ahead, roll Arcana, Gradal.
Okay.
Forgiving today.
Arcana. I suck at Arcana. Yes, I do.
Oh boy. That's enough.
Yeah. It could be Matchfall. It could. Could be some sort of shape-shifting thing. Like maybe almost like something that can mimic the shape of objects.
Yeah. We definitely don't want it mimicking into the shape of Bam Bam.
Does Dagmar say that out loud?
No, you... No, that was an inner thought that even the DM didn't hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it did mimic
so
Bam Bam, that would be bad.
I don't currently have any, like I have some higher level distance spells, but I want to save those. I don't have any cantrips that I can cast, at least none that I've prepared that I can cast against this thing. But I know that both Dagmar and Aetheri have crossbows.
Yeah.
Could we just target practice this thing until we're satisfied that it's dead?
It absorbed my bolt, but did that actually hurt it? Because
There's dents in blood. I mean, I saw Dagmar nail it, so I definitely have my crossbow out now.
yeah, try shooting it. See what that does. Maybe we should just keep doing this.
Look at Gradal. Does Gradal nod yes when I pull my bow out and point it?
Exactly so.
All right.
Oh, so now you guys are taking pot shots at it. Okay, so when the theories hits it, it stops looking like stone. The whole thing goes from the kind of reddish hue that all the rooms are made out of, and it becomes a... Let me see. Well, I was just on that page. Why did I move from it? Okay, yeah. See.
So be careful what you wish for moment.
Yeah.
Wanted to know what it was, and now I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Now, never mind. So it goes from the very very intense, scarlet red that that you see that's associated with the walls and the stone of this area, it becomes a gray purplish color. Its skin turns smooth, and I've just called it skin. Dang it, I'm having a tick monster moment again.
Huh?
It loses that shape of the column, becomes amorphous, kind of like an amoeba, and basically books it out of there. And like basically like slides
Oh,
away.
where we need to go. It's
We
going the direction we need to
It's going
go.
the direction we're going, so why don't we chase it and attack the thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Gradal smells blood in the water.
Okay,
I'm like, Gretel,
Yeah.
what's going on? Okay.
lead the way.
Everyone's you
On the
first.
stairwell? Did
Everybody,
it go down the
everybody,
stairs?
everybody thinks Gretel's good because he's nice and he likes flowers. You don't know my alignment.
I use fast hands and pick up some coins on my way out.
Oh my god. For
Okay,
all you know,
so-
every single one of those coins could be one of those creatures.
Roll
Nah.
sleight of hand theory to figure out how much you steal. I mean loot. I mean, procure for a museum. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the birthday roll. Oh my god.
And a natural
the
20 for
birthday
pup
roll is
hunting.
totally a thing tonight.
She's in space. What can I tell you? Hey, it's for the group. It's for the group.
There you go.
Oh my
We'll
We'll
god.
give it to the children.
On the way down the stairs, I cast Shillelagh on my staff of flowers.
Okay.
Oh, I was not. I was sorry. I wasn't attacking with it. I was trying to cast it, but I guess it when you try to cast it, it doesn't attack. Didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, that's fine. Whatever. Gennaro sort of nervously like follows after all of you.
It's like,
Okay, so
what
as you
did I
come down
sign
the
up for today?
stairs, you notice that there is a shaft of light, very faint, but similar to the effect that you saw earlier in the long chamber.
Hmm. Now, do we still have our eyes on the amorphous blob as it slinks away?
It pretty booked it pretty fast out of there, so unless you were
Is there any
very
blood on the
specifically on its heels as fast as you can, because of the way the stairwell is working, you would have lost sight of it at least at some point, because it's going around the corners and stuff. Dagmar, this area looks familiar.
Hold on. There's no blood on the stairs or anything. Right?
Not really.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, these stairs, they look familiar. Yes, I've seen them before in my childhood.
No, this looks familiar because this door, that red thing, that's the door you opened, Dagmar.
There you go.
Oh, this leads right. Guys, I know where we are. This leads right back into the main room. The main room we came into when we first came into this cave. We just did a whole loop. My dudes. Took me a minute.
Do we see the shape changer yet?
No.
I'm like to keep an eye out for any sort of anomalies as we move, like anything that looks out of place or looks strange at all. Just in
Okay.
case
Since
it
we've seen
changes
it all
shape.
before. Yeah.
See the
And because
crew.
we've been in this room again, we would know if anything was
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be kind of mean, and I'm not gonna allow you to roll for perception. You have to figure out yourself what's different about this room.
Okay.
We can't see the whole room yet.
Everything you can see right now is what you can see.
What about where Dagmar is?
Yeah, that's as far as you can see, Dagmar.
Well, there's what's different.
There was the skull thing. There was the skull thing up here. There was the entrance and the skull thing. Which means if this is closed off, then that's what that thing is. So, Dagmar, are you standing on it right now?
I'm standing on the kind of like that one step that leads up to that. Oh, should I back up?
Everybody roll for initiative!
God dang it!
Uh,
Oh crap!
This pains me.
Okay, I gotta. Well, I guess I'll let it take the first swing since you were like, huh, I wonder what this is, because that's kind of a shtick. Okay, so the stone wall that Dagmar is in front of, out from it grows this like purplish protrusion, similar to what you've seen before. It like comes out and it like takes a swing at Dagmar. Okay, so let me see. It's a +5 to hit. Oh, whoops! I'm not Genera. Not Genera. I have to be. Okay, I'm gonna have to be as myself. Okay, so that's 14. So I'll since Michael already knows what it is, I'll just write it out. The mimic takes a swing at Dagmar.
My first mimic.
Okay, so that's a 14 +5. He gets a +5 to hit.
What? Roll again? No.
No, you want me to roll again? Happy unbirthday to you, Dagmar. Okay, that's a 19. Okay, does it hit you?
Huh?
Let me see. Your
Oh.
armor class is 14?
Yes.
Okay. So it
yeah,
hits
it
you.
hits.
It hits you. Okay, it's just a D8 +3. So 1d8. That's 9 damage. All right, and then its spot in the initiative order is going to be 3. Okay, so that's pretty low. Genera. Oh, I forgot to roll Genera's initiative. We need Genera's
Yeah.
initiative. This I'm gonna do it right. Genera's a 12. Okay, so Gretel. Gretel, you're 18.
Mhm.
Dagmar is 12. Let's see. Oh, Genera. What was Genera again? Genera is also 12.
Yeah.
So Theory is 8, and then the Mimic is 3. Okay, so go ahead, Gradal. You can. Oh yeah. Also, Dagmar, you are stuck to this pseudopod. Um,
Thank you.
uh, so you are technically grappled. You have to make a strength check versus. If you're gonna try it and then stick yourself, you can, but you have to use up an action. And you have to roll a strength check of, and he beat a 13. But not yet, just yet. You're not gonna do that yet. Greta, go for it. What are you gonna do?
Hmm. I have a spell that would work perfectly against it, but it's a second level spell, and I don't want to waste it on the mimic if we're still going to be encountering moves through. So I'm going to give it a whack with my shillelagh that I just cast before. And I'm gonna miss.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's wait. Yeah, it has natural armor. It's pretty tough. So you like take your stick and you like bang it against a seemingly stone door or stone wall, but it sort of just bounces off of it. Um, you still have a bonus action or a move action. Oh, Gretel, move yourself up close to the door. You're supposed to be next to the door.
Oh, I was near the door. I was up. I was up to the point of the stairs. I wasn't next to Dagmar.
Can you actually hit it from that spot though? Because shillelagh means a
Oh no,
staff.
it's the shillelagh. You're right. I'd have to get. I'd have to get up to it. So yep, I'm right up to it.
All right, get in its face.
Yep, I am up in its face. Oh, you hurt my friend. And I kind of feel that it's like in a cartoon. What happens when a cartoon character hits something hard with a stiff object like a crowbar, and it just sort of goes.
Okay,
And it's my turn.
Dagmar, it's your turn.
I want to unstick myself. So I'm gonna try to unstick myself.
You can still hit it, but it is. Oh, good golly. Okay,
I've unstuck myself.
so
Now I'm gonna hit it.
you just like angrily like rip it from you.
Yes. With a gruff sound. Yes. And then I'm going to use my new great sword.
Well, okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain is that you have to choose. You either free yourself or you take a swing at it, but you can't do
Oh.
both.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I just wanted to free myself
Okay,
and yell at it.
okay. If you'd like, you can use a bonus action in rage.
Yes, I'd like to. DM, can I rage?
Yes, you may rage.
I am raging. Ah!
That's my bag. I don't know you. That's a King of the Hill reference.
Now, where's Bam Bam? Did Bam Bam follow us,
Bam Bam
or
I
cannot
wrote
fit through that doorway. He cannot fit through that stairwell.
his head just poking out like, friends? Hello?
Okay, I'm gonna like try to see. So yeah, I mean, sort of, kinda.
Yeah, because that's all tail in the back there.
It's a kind of a tough squeeze, yeah. But the thing is, though, Bam Bam can't turn around, right? Bam Bam's kind of scared to go down that way because Bam Bam can't actually turn around and is afraid of getting stuck.
Oh my god. I guess he'll just be on standby.
All right. So Dagmar, you can move. You can. Just remember, if you move, it's gonna take that attack of opportunity against you.
I really want to move. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna stay.
Okay. All right. Go. Let's see. Next is. Oh yeah, Genera. Oh, Genera was actually going at the same time. Genera would have been. I guess. Genera would have come up and then I guess tried to punch past your shoulder. Let's see. Let's see. Genera, can you do it? Let's see. I'm gonna pull up Genera's character sheet. Unarmed strike. Yeah, 5 damage. I think she can do it again. I think at this point she gets 2 attacks, right? Because it's level 4. Or is that level 5? I'm blanking.
well, she can
fifth level.
attack as a bonus action or do flurry of blows and have
Yeah,
two
yeah.
more.
So flurry of blows. Yeah, she'll use a key point. She's gonna use a key point. I don't know if she's been keeping track of her key points. I'm not sure where that is on this. Okay. So she actually should have 4 key points at this point. I think this would be number 2. Yeah, because she used Step of the Wind in the last session. So she's gonna have 2 key points, and she's gonna use Flurry of Blows, and takes misses. Hits another 5 damage. Okay. So at this point, the wall is actually beginning to sag a little. It looks kind of sad. It's a very sad-looking stone wall. It's sort of buckling under its own weight slightly. Okay, go for the theory.
Can I use my dagger and jump in? Can I use sneak attack also
Okay, so you don't
at this point, or
actually,
no?
since everybody's standing in the way, um, there's no room for you to step in. However, you can actually use your crossbow. You can still use sneak attack with a crossbow. It's anything with a dex that you use for dex. And since the other people are standing in front of it, um, you'll just shoot over their heads because it's a wall. It stands a little bit taller than people. At least it stands taller than Gradal, so there's no cover, and you'll just shoot
Yeah.
at it.
Shoot over my head.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
then do I add sneak attack?
Yeah, you do add sneak attack, and I'm trying to think how many d6s are you gonna add. At this point, you should be adding. I know it's at least 2d6, but you might be adding more. You might be adding 3d6 at this point. Okay, sneak attack.
That's
Let me
2d6.
see. Where
I
are?
think for my level.
Yeah, it goes up a little bit. Your sneak attack, it's 2d6 at this point, so it's just... Yeah, so there you go, 2d6, another 7 damage.
I think I get a bonus cunning action where I can disengage.
It's not, you're not actually next to it, so you don't have to disengage.
Then there you go.
Alright, that's it. Okay, back up to the top, or no, back to the bottom, the Mimic. The Mimic is... Or, well, the stone wall is flailing about its, purple pseudopod. And let's see, who's it gonna hit? Who's it gonna hit? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let me think here. Who did the most damage to it last time? It's gonna take a swing at somebody. Yeah, it's gonna take a swing at
Mine with
Genera.
the
It thinks
DM.
Genera is the most, it's gonna think that Genera is the most dangerous, so it's gonna take a swing. Pseudopod, a d20, plus 5 to hit. And it just flails about. Okay. Alright, it just flails about. Okay, back to the top, Gradal.
All right. Second time's the charm. I give it a whack with the shillelagh again. This time it's gonna hit. Or not. It's the same roll as last time. Okay.
This is where Mexicans would be laughing at you because you're basically missing the piñata. No se puede, no se puede,
Oh,
no se
no.
puede.
Yes, I keep whacking at it, but I keep hitting the edge of the door jamb instead. I'm just awkwardly sort of going.
Okay. All right. I don't. Do you want to do anything else to Gradal?
I can't. That's my action, and I don't really have a bonus action cantrip that I can cast or anything I can
Okay.
do as a bonus action. Hold on. Let me check my bonus actions. No, I don't really have anything that I can do as a bonus action right now.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I can take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each of my turns. I can disengage.
Yes, that's nimble escape. That's a racial ability as a goblin.
Bye.
Wish I had that.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna move back over here.
Discretion is the better part of valor, as Gradal.
In and run back again if I can take the bonus action
Okay.
on my turn.
All right. Next is Dagmar and Chinera. So Dagmar, go ahead.
Okay. I will. I'm going to use Okay, all right. So I'm going to use the great sword that I picked up earlier, and we're all going to be
Ooh.
okay with that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, let
I'm
me see.
going
The
to-
great sword. Since it's not on your ooh, I hadn't realized what it is. Okay, a
Nice.
great sword is a 2d6 for the damage.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Uh
did
huh.
you? Oh, good golly. Wait, did you? Oh,
I
did
put
you
it in
add this or
there.
did you have this already?
I put it. No. I put it in there like a week ago.
Nice, staying on
Yeah.
top of things. 12
Yeah.
damage. Ooh. So, go ahead, describe your mighty stroke of the sword, Dagmar.
Okay. This is for my ancestors, and then I hit it.
The sword like sings as it cuts through the air and slams directly like square in the middle of the mimic, and it just crumples and transforms into its true form of this gray and purplish blob, and just falls into a puddle on the floor. Dagmar,
Yeah.
you stand triumphant over your quarry.
Yes. Thank you.
You may
She's
let
like
out
my first mimic.
Yay!
You may let out a triumphant yell of victory, Dagmar.
I'm not raging anymore.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, Dagmar.
Okay.
Oh man.
Just like bowing to her. Like, yeah.
Okay, so I'll delete that. I'll delete that. Um. Okay, and then you see the reveals the room again.
This sword is now my baby. Oh my god.
It is a new tattoo now, a mimic tattoo. Your victory.
Um. Okay, just so I want to explain this to Mimic just ever so slightly. Um. Because I thought this would be a really good trick for me, since I am the kind of DM that I am. Mimics classically transform into treasure chests. So the twist was you would go up to the treasure chest, think the treasure chest was a mimic, and it turned out it wouldn't be the treasure chest, it would be one of the stone columns that would actually turn out to be the mimic, and it hit you from in the back of the head.
All these coins I have are fake.
No, the coins are real. They are real coins, which you can tell. Yeah, they're all real coins. So I'm gonna have to write up how
Yeah.
many gold, silver,
Okay.
copper coins that you have. I'll write that up for you later.
No worries. We'll donate them.
That was awesome, Dagmar.
Oh, it's all thanks to this sword. It felt like it was supposed to be mine. The sword was made for me.
Dagmar's sword. I'll kind of look at my staff of flowers. Look at Dagmar's sword again. Look at staff of flowers, and like, that is really cool. I still like mine better. I'm gonna stick it back over my shoulder. Um, DM, since apparently this passageway doubled back to where we originally started, and there are several passages out of here, both back to the cave entrance and where we came from before, with the long hallways. Is there any way we can tell which direction Moo's crew went?
So in that case, so let me think for a second. Since this is like a cavern, well, not cavern. I mean, obviously at this point you guys realize this is a carved out chamber, but it is at least partially protected from the elements. I'm going to use the same joke as last time. The deposition rate is very low, and so it's very difficult for you to see footprints in the floor, but you may roll investigation to try.
Would anyone like to join me in this?
Yeah, I feel lucky.
Sure.
Because I stink at investigation.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
oh. And together
Almost
that
out of the road.
makes 36.
It's that low deposition rate. Throws off.
I don't know about you guys, but I am noticing something.
Hmm.
There's a slight discoloration on the floor. It is slightly yellow/green, forward/green, and it leads south of the entrance.
You don't have to literally read how I type it in Discord chat.
So they headed back out to the ravine again.
Yeah.
Hmm. Could they be waiting outside the cave, laying a trap for us?
Or are they just escaping? And they realize that they kind of went in a circle, and I don't, because it only seems like they had one option really, because they just went around in a circle. Um, it might be a trap. Could we have a theory? Who's the one with pass without a trace? Could somebody sneak outside and just have a little peek? Could Gretel use pass without a trace?
I mean, I could try to
But-
stealth out there, so Gretel doesn't have to use a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
very
prefer to hold
carefully.
on to my remaining spell slots because
Yeah. Fair.
I want to have good spells available if and when we meet up with Moo's crew, and B, I want to make sure I have spell slots available to cast Animal Friendship again if I need to,
Yeah.
because I don't want to get eaten by a big feathery Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Once he realizes how to, get through the stairs, he will.
Where did you go? Guys? Guys?
Is that Bab Bab's voice?
Bam, bam. Stay there, honey.
All right. Well, while Theory is going and scouting ahead, I'm gonna go back up the stairs and
Feed
give
Bam.
give Bam Bam some scritches.
I will follow.
I'm going south where they went out, or they didn't go north, right? They went south.
So Dagmar says that there's a coloration in the soil on the floor, slightly yellow-green, and it seems to pass out the entrance.
That is
Okay,
exactly what I said.
Yeah, so I'm going back that way. Okay.
okay, so Janera's gonna follow you, again, nervous, sort of wrapping her wringing her hands. So Aetheri, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stealth back out the entrance and see if I see where they are.
If you want to be stealthy, you roll stealth.
And I'm gonna be right back. I have to redo my audio settings.
Oh no!
Okay.
Birthday's over.
Well, I'll be right
I
back.
did
Good luck.
Yes.
So there's an
Oh.
inordinate amount of jingling that you hear coming out of Aetheri as she kind of like hops down the stairs. So
Coins.
so she thought that if she was taking steps down the stairs, it would give more opportunities to jingle. So to skip it, she hopped down it, and at the landing, it made more sound.
Yeah, that's what being greedy does. um, do I see anything?
You see nothing. Uh, at this point, I mean, you don't see anything. You now that you're at this place, there's more dirt on the floor. You can see. Well, you may roll an investigation, or investigation or perception, whichever you'd like, to check out to see what you see. So you do see footprints in the floor, and they do seem to match to what you would expect. A bunch of goblin feet, like some larger feet, and they seem to be coming out the entrance and toward the camp. So it would be heading west. It'd be heading, as we're looking down at the map, it'd be heading west.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's kind of far. I can't move that. Well, I could go that fast.
Yeah, you can go
Can't move it
outside,
fast.
and you set off the trap. I mean,
Oh, no.
that you notice that they have their camp. Their campsite is like half picked up. So there's like a lot of trash left behind. It's you could tell that whatever they could like go without, they just left without and grab whatever stuff that seemed to be very useful and then headed down. So let me think.
I lost connection for a second. I heard you say the camp is half picked up, and then I.
Yeah. So the camp is half picked up. A lot of trash is strewn about. Whatever seemed to be sort of worth of less value that they could leave behind, they left behind. But most of their instruments, their tools, whatever, that's gone. Your camp is still in place. They didn't touch that. They just basically
They bailed
they basically bailed.
that fast. What is up with those people? All right.
Well, you sat around like messing with the mimic, so
Yeah. No sign of Fred. Okay. So I'll go back and I'll tell them I'm gonna head back. Come on, Janera, there's nothing there. Dino. Look, you guys, they're gone. They picked up camp and bailed. No sign of Fred. I don't know where they went. They just took off.
They left?
Yeah, they left. They picked up their camp and like left their like trash and stuff, and then took all their tools and.
What about Fred's sleeping
Skedaddle.
bag?
Our camp is still there.
So including Fred's stuff?
Oh, actually, it's a good question.
if you bothered to notice, then Fred's stuff would have been gone.
Yeah.
So he made the choice to pack up his own things. Oh, hello everyone, I'm back.
I like it. Fred's went to the dark side.
Well, then what do we want to do?
Want to go down that other hallway and keep exploring what's in here?
I guess we still have that key. What does Janera want to do?
Generic just sort of shrugs her shoulders a little bit. It's like, I'm not sure. But if you hold the key out to her, she does look a little bit nervous, like looking at it.
To Janera, and I hold her hands and I look her in the eyes. I'm like, "Are you okay?"
She shakes her head no.
Somebody asks. Somebody asks just once. This whole time, someone finally asks.
And then I slap her. I'm like, snap out of it. No, I don't. I'm just kidding.
Are you gonna do the full like from the movie Airplane? You know,
Right?
"That's it,
We all line up.
yeah."
Oh
We
my
all line up and
god!
start. She's like, no. I'm like,
Oh my freaking god.
okay. Well, we won't show her the key because that freaks her out.
Yeah.
We got you. Just come with us.
Okay,
What
so
about Bam? What about Bam Bam?
well, Bam Bam is not just sort of walking around the chamber, just sort of bored. You can hear his tummy rumbling, rumble, rumble, rumble.
Another little morsel of food and give it to him.
He smiles as much as he can as a dinosaur. Thanks you for it. But it's like this is
I politely decline.
it's it's he kind of like it's not enough. I'm still hungry, hungry, hungry.
Um, can I try to talk to him even though he's in this state, kind of forced to be our friend?
Yeah, you can still talk to him.
Okay. Hey, Bam Bam.
He looks at you.
Oh, he knows his name. We have a key. Do you know what this unlocks here in this dungeon cave temple thing? Do you know where this key goes?
He looks at it curiously, like, "What's a key?"
A theory. Show him the key.
Hey, I hold up the key. Actually, doesn't Gretel have it?
Gretel, hold up the
Yeah, I
key.
do. I'll hold up the key.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to write a note down. Graddoll has key. Okay. Okay. Bam Bam sort of looks puzzled at it, and it's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what a key is, but it kind of looks familiar. Um, like Bam Bam says that he has seen other shinies on the mesa,
Bam
but they
Bam,
don't taste very good.
well, Bam Bam, I have a feeling that what this key unlocks is a little bit different, and if you help us find it, we'll let you eat it.
Like Bam Bam rolls his eyes as a dinosaur can. It's like I don't want to eat it, and I don't know where it goes. I don't know what it's for.
I tried. I did everything. I did everything I can here. Where are the shinies located?
Bam Bam says he finds them every once in a while. Sometimes he finds them in holes, kind of strange holes that are square.
Can you show? Oh God! Can you show us where? Can you show us where those are? Are they?
He explains that you'll have to go out the entrance, out the northern end, up onto the mesa.
Okay.
Where we were before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we even check there? Does that
We can
sound
check
like
there. There's also whatever's down this passageway down to the south.
down to this? Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Whatever's over here.
Let's go down that way. I'm in favor of that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And maybe we'll find food for you, Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
Bam
doing
Bam
our best.
smiles. Like, oh, please.
That's not good. We got to get you on a vegetarian diet, my friend.
Oh, are you good at Finding Nemo this?
Yes. Yes.
good golly.
Yeah.
Bam Bam's a little lonely. Follows you down the pathway just a little bit.
Daryl, why
Bam
does
Bam
it
does get a
sound
little
like
bit
you're
nervous.
smiling? It
Uh,
sounds like you're smiling, like you know something.
I know everything. I am the
Sounds like
DM.
you're smiling.
Huh?
You're saying it sounds like you're smiling?
Like Daryl's smiling.
So if you look down at that entrance, or down at the,
This is where we
uh,
die.
that so you walk into the small square chamber, and there is a stone door there.
Okay.
Does
Can
there
I?
appear to be a keyhole?
There is
Ooh.
no keyhole.
Can I try to use my brute strength to open it with the help of my friends?
You may, whatever you
I shall.
like.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hide and peek around the corner just in case anything scary.
All right, very good. If you want to assist her, Etheria, you may. That would involve you rolling. Oh, well, okay, so actually, Etheria, if you're helping Dagmar specifically help her roll and assist, then Dagmar gets to roll again, and that basically counts as advantage.
Sorry, you just did athletics? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do athletics again, Dagmar.
Okay. Okay. I
Ooh,
kicked it
okay.
down with my foot.
Um, so there's a mighty strain, mighty strength, from Dagmar, as she sort of, uh, makes this tremendous effort to move this stone door. However, it doesn't budge.
What? What?
There's a bit of grinding and shifting, but it doesn't actually move.
And can I inspect the door to see if there's anything that's keeping it from moving? Or any sort of, like I said, any sort of keyhole or any sort of markings of any kind?
It doesn't seem so. Go ahead, roll a investigation.
Hmm. That's weird. There's no keyhole. No hinges. It's not trapped. What the heck is it?
So I can't pick a lock on this.
Hmm. Now you said you said DM that it's a stone door, but it doesn't have any hinges in it, right?
Right.
If it's stone, I'm going to read the description again, but if it's stone, would I be able to use my mold earth spell again?
Ooh.
If the dirt,
All right, go for it. So you're gonna use mold earth. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna mold it?
well, I the part about making it difficult terrain or normal terrain does not really apply here. But the door doesn't appear to have any hinges. Is it just sort of resting on the ground?
As far as you can tell.
Okay. Because if I can mold earth, I can target an area of earth and instantaneously excavate it and move it along the ground and deposit it up to 5 feet away. So
Uh,
if I,
the floor is stone though,
oh, the floor is stone. Oh,
right? Because
okay.
remember we carved this. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like,
Okay. So sorry. I thought maybe if it was dirt underneath the stone, if I carve out the dirt, then the door might dip down and fall over.
well, this whole area is basically carved out from the mountain. This is,
I can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on the dirt or the stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. Or I can cause the ground to become normal terrain, but I don't think it would work.
Well, again, the
I,
way I'm going to treat it is basically treat stone like Play-Doh. What can you do to the stone door that you could do with
oh,
Play-Doh?
I'm going to, with Play-Doh, I'm just gonna squish it down and I'm gonna ask Dagmar and Etheria to move out of the way, but I'm gonna basically tear it into two pieces and put them to either side of the side. Because if it's a piece of Play-Doh, piece of Play-Doh, I can grab it and rip into two.
Okay. So with that,
I'm gonna stand back for this too. Dagmar, are you gonna stand back?
Yeah.
So you do your magic on the stone door, and basically you peel it back, like down the middle. You make this perforation, and you peel it back like an orange. So there's a bit of, it kind of reveals open this crack down the center of it. Um, and you can peek inside, and you start to see inside. You see a short stairway. Let me draw the shapes in here. Oh, whoops, that's not what I want. So I'm just going to do that, and it sort of peels open. Okay. And you can see inside a little bit. And inside there seems to be a bunch of objects, but you're not quite sure what they are from this vantage point. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, so you could see actually to the back, and you see all the way to the back of the room. There's a back end right there. I like how Grado's like backing away from the doorway.
Always.
Oh, Dagmar's the brave one.
I'm a
The
little
stupid
I'm a
one.
little disturbed because we're here to sort of keep these cursed objects from getting out, but this area obviously hasn't been disturbed. So it could be either the source of where the cursed objects were originally made and we're letting it out. Because it seems that
Oh,
if
whoops.
Bam Bam's talking about the square holes up on top of the mesa, then that's where the cursed artifacts came from.
So, okay, so let me see then. All right. So actually, there is something in the center here. There is this large round. No, it's actually kind of rectangular. Let me pull up a picture of it. I am gonna have to make another page actually to show it because it's a little bit on the big side. All right, just give me a moment. Do, 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 do. Okay. Do. Oh no. Okay. Oh wait, let me see. Does it? Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna have to give me another moment. So I'm gonna show you a couple things that are actually in here in this room. You look around you, there are some things on the floor. Let me show you. Okay, let me actually. Okay. So there's just this scattering of objects on the floor.
Oh,
This thing
is
on
that
the
a?
bottom is this. It's one object. It's just the front and the back.
Oh, I thought that was a net weight.
Ooh, that looks disturbing.
Yeah. Although the ring looks pleasant.
They're all so in relationship of sizes to each other, they're all about this size, relatively speaking. So so the ring is a ring like on your finger, kind of size of thing. Um, so most of these things are things you can hold in your hand, like in the palm of your hand. They're all fairly small. Um, so go ahead and you can look at those for the moment while I go get the other thing, because there's another thing that I forgot to upload and it's not there yet. So
DM says, "Go ahead and pick up your curses, everyone. There's one for each of you."
Right?
Some really interesting objects.
Yeah. But we think the cup came from here, right?
Well, it either came. I don't think it came from here because we had to pry the door open. I think it probably came from those squares on top of the mesa that Bam Bam mentioned.
Yeah. Okay.
Those symbols. The symbols on one of them look kind of familiar to the symbols that I was noticing on the clothing and the sword that I picked up earlier from Grok, kind of. That one in the middle, the one on the top there on the right.
Is that kind of like the great sword you have as well?
Oh wait, well yeah, I thought so, but I'm getting a special notification in my brain that maybe not.
That you may or may not.
Oh my, oh no. I might not have scanned it. Okay, if I haven't scanned it, it's gonna take me a moment to scan it, to find it. I thought I did. It's not gonna take me that long to get you
Yeah,
the thing. It'll take me like a moment.
no worries.
Okay. But go ahead and discuss. You can actually ask me questions. You can ask me any questions you like about these objects. Um,
Do they all look like they're from the same similar culture? I would guess no.
yes, they all seem to be sort of the same sort of culture. They
Okay.
actually also remind you a little bit. They're made seem to be made of the same material as the key. So they're all made from
The
this
what?
kind of
Sorry,
odd
you cut
metal.
out.
They're
Okay,
not
okay.
they're not rusted. They're still very shiny. The rustling of papers. I'm looking at all the original drawings that you guys are seeing.
They're scattered throughout the room or found together in close proximity?
Uh, around the room. They're sort of haphazardly scattered about. Uh,
Do we notice any dust on them?
ooh. I mean, this is. So again, once again, referring to deposition rate. Basically, the deposition rate in here is basically zero. This seemed to have been a sealed room. You do not notice very significant dust on it.
Okay. What about you guys? Do you guys have any questions on this stuff?
Can Gradall detect magic? Is that a cantrip?
Ooh.
I do not believe I have detect magic yet. Unless I'm mistaken, I think that's a third level spell.
Detect magic? I don't think it's third
No,
level.
detect magic is a first level spell, but I do not have it prepared.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because that's generally not a druid thing. I guess you could have it, but that's generally not a druid thing.
Never mind.
Detect magic can be a druid thing. What I can't do, detect magic is all well and good, but what we really need is an identify spell. because I can detect these as magic, but cursed items can also be magic.
Yeah, I guess we assume they're magic. Huh.
So that means you should pick them
We
up,
don't.
right? They're gonna be helpful, right? Right?
I mean, the
Oh
ring has a
God.
flower on it. It's got Gretel's name.
It
Yeah, that's what I was
really has
thinking.
my name on it, but
Don't do it.
after already having experienced
Yeah.
the bad dreams from the cursed cup, I'm not so eager to do another one.
Oh, they were just dreams. Dreams can't hurt you.
Uh,
Right, said Fred.
Oh my goodness, where did I put it? Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I might have lost that drawing.
oh no! That's never happened before. You never lose your drawings.
Let me set. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah, that is kind of odd. Huh. I'm surprised. I thought I could have sworn I'd scanned it. Oh well. So I'll have to do my
Describe
best
it to us.
to describe it. So again, it's a lot. This object is actually quite large. Um, it is maybe about 4 feet tall. Yeah. Well, the most of the object is 4 feet tall, and is kind of shaped. Let me think. Think kind of like a cylinder, but instead of having round sides as it goes around, it's square. It's square around all the sides. The top is rounded off. So kind of think like a cup with like a cover on top of it, but this is much larger. This is like 4 feet tall, and large enough that you cannot wrap your arms around it. It's too large for that. Um, there's this artistic flourish on top, and like I said, going around it, it's square, right? It's not round like a can, but it's actually square going around it. And at the corners, at each corner is another flourish. The flourishes look like tentacles at each corner, and the flourish on top is just this very abstract um, kind of knot that sits on top of it. The faces, the four faces on each side of it, um, are kind of reminiscent of the strange passageway you saw earlier, but much more concentrated in terms of expression. There's a lot more shapes on it. It seems mostly abstract, but it does feel like you can almost see like a face in some of the sides. It just looks very odd. Very similar to the smaller objects that you see here, but just very large.
Giant flower base?
A flower base?
Base? Vase?
Uh, maybe. It's not open at the top. It's covered at the top.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Let's look in it.
I may have to just draw it on the screen. I'm very disappointed in myself. I don't know where I put it. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna have to draw this on the screen, I guess. Um. Oh my goodness. I have to zip past like half a dozen drawings and sketches that you haven't seen yet. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Spoilers.
Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. Okay. I'm gonna scan it right now.
Yay!
Alrighty. Alrighty. This will just take me a moment. I'm not gonna. Normally, I mess with it a little bit in Clip Studio, but I don't think I'm just gonna like give you the raw version. All right, we have about 15, 18 minutes left, so. So you're gonna have to think about what you want to do exactly here at the end.
Well, now I'm wondering if these items were sealed off on purpose, with, the objective being nobody opened this store again, and we just opened it.
Oh my goodness. Thinking like a real archaeologist now. Huh. Chilly.
Maybe I could shoot my crossbow at one of them.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
well,
it erupts in a fireball. Everybody takes 68 damage. What is it? 8d6 damage? I don't know.
bring on Bam Bam and see what happens.
Oh,
Bam
man.
Bam's a mimic.
Oh, that would be such a bad campaign. Everything is polymorphed to like things.
Oh, I would just hate everything at that point. I totally didn't expect to find it, because I knew about mimics. I've had so many friends into D&D my whole life. So I've heard of mimics, and then this other creature that's only been described, but I don't remember the name, the eyeball looking thing. But
The older.
yeah, so I've heard of these things, but I never, every enemy that you throw at us, I didn't think anything would be a mimic, and now I'm thinking everything moving forward is gonna be a mimic. Maybe Fred's a mimic.
Okay. So this is the drawing raw. So you're gonna see doesn't look that clean.
Oh, whoa! It doesn't look
Oh, I
doesn't look
know.
that clean, guys.
That it looks very, very dark with the tentacles, but the design kind of looks like a Fang Ding. The bronze vessels from Shang Dynasty China.
Ah, mm.
So you can notice the dates in the corner. This has been waiting for you for a little while.
Oh, what?
Open it.
Oh, okay, go for it. You open it.
I'm definitely
I'm
sensing some ritual purposes here.
I'm just asking. Well, should we open it or what? Okay, what do we want to do with this stuff?
Oh, the tentacles, the tentacle key. We have the tentacle key. Is there a keyhole?
There is no keyhole.
Oh, come on.
You can touch it. You can investigate it.
Touch key 2 box.
Oh, you take the
It
key.
looks like a dark, evil thing.
It does.
I generally care to stay away from dark, evil things.
Oh, that's just superstition.
The key is taking on a new kind of tone here.
You can take
This
the key
is
from
a s-
Gretel. You can ask for his permission to take it and then
No,
try to use
no,
it.
no.
No, take it.
No. Oh, I don't want it now that I see this. I'm thinking this is a sealed box in a sealed room in a kind of sort of sealed dungeon. Somebody was trying to keep this away from everybody and locked up. So let's
Yeah.
open it.
It's like opening the ark. Everyone, close your eyes.
Face melting for everybody.
Do you think that this is what Moo was looking for?
Maybe.
Maybe, but either we scared her off or something else is going on here. Because she was acting super sus from the very beginning.
Moo?
Because maybe
Yeah.
that's what the other war leader wanted. He wanted this item of death.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That maybe Kulog like sent them in to look for some kind of demonic
Evil
death
object.
box item. Dagmar like sticks her head out into the hallway. Bam Bam, do you know anything about a weird ancient tentacle box?
Bam Bam just shrugs his shoulders, his very, very teeny shoulders. Well, very broad shoulders with teeny arms attached to them, so he just shrugs them.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, he's being of no help.
Well, until we meet up with a bad guy in a space large enough for him, and then he'll be of great big sharp help.
And maybe not so hungry.
Mm.
Should one of us maybe like touch it or give it a little kick? Or like a sniff? Oh, could I roll something for this? Could I do like a history check? Jesus. Daryl, the comments on Twitch. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it! You know you want to touch it! Can I do a safety check?
What's a safety check? This is not OSHA.
Or like a survival or a could I roll something before I touch it?
You may examine the outside of it as much as you like. So you would roll an investigation check, and then I'll just tell you sort of what happens then.
God damn it.
This is a very scary box.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it wrong that you said you wanted to do a safety check, and the first thing that passed through my head was Safety Dance by Men with Hats?
you are not alone, but I think that's because of our age.
Check. We do the safety check. We do the safety check.
I will volunteer to touch it if everybody else does an investigation check. Just to see if anyone else notices anything before I curse myself forever.
I'm just
enough.
wondering, like, how do you touch it? Do you just, like, the tiniest of pinky touches, or what?
You'll find out.
I'll do an investigation check to look it over, but I ain't touching the thing.
All right. Between that, somebody had to have noticed something that could help me out a bit, right?
Let's see. So I'm gonna start typing some things.
Turning my D&D journal into a will. The end of this chapter is just upon my death. I want to be buried with the sword.
Yeah. They all seem to be made out of the same strange metal. The same kind of metal that all the other the cup, Ami's cursed cup, was made of. So it's that same kind of metal, except for the lid. The lid seems a little bit different. It
Okay.
seems like not as solid as everything else.
Not as okay. All right.
Could it, looking at it, DM, does the lid appear like organic in any way? Because it kind of looks organic, almost like a cordyceps mushroom at the top.
Oh,
As
yeah,
far as you can tell,
actually.
that's just how it's made. It's just made to look like that.
Okay. Did a
It's
theory
made to
notice
look.
it?
It's made to look fucking creepy, is what it's made to look at. Daryl, you
I was noticing
steal
the scary
sick,
face on
sick-
the
Look at
right.
this thing. You have a sick mind.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Because like I noticed the face on the right side, but there's also a face on the left if you look closely. There's a face on every side.
Hey, and the lid is kind of stained, like there's these dark splotches, and that kind of creeps me out.
Oh, that's blood. That's blood. Back away. Back away.
So I
I
don't know.
Does anyone want me to touch it?
No.
Oh, okay.
The
Well,
DM wants you to touch it. Gretel certainly doesn't.
uh,
Anyone have mage hand? We need
Everything
someone
in
with
here is
mage hand.
okay. What if I take the sword that I picked up from Grok and I like poked the lid with the sword or tried to lift the lid off with the sword?
Okay,
All
go
right,
ahead, try it.
I'm backing right the hell away.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a yes?
Yeah, you can do that if you like.
No, that's not backing the hell away.
Alright, Theory, do you want me to try that?
Yeah, as I back away.
Oh, you guys are great. Okay. I'm
Maybe
gonna.
we should go ahead.
Guinea
Oh,
pig. Guinea pig.
oh god.
Guinea
So I'm gonna try to slip the sword in like right here, and
I see.
then lift it up.
Okay. Everybody roll a deck save. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna scream.
Do you lift it very gently or with a lot of force?
Gently.
It seems to have absolutely no weight. And you lift it, and the lid rests, it sort of floats. So, once you lift it up, do you leave the sword in, or what do you do?
No, no. I take my sword. It's mine. My sword. I
Okay,
pull it
okay.
back.
The lid doesn't fall down.
Well, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me explain. So
So it's
when
now it's floating over it.
Yeah.
I don't like that. So I have the sword like still in. I haven't like taken the sword back yet. I noticed that it's really light, but I try to like guide it away from the box and then kind of push it close onto the ground, not fully realizing that it's levitating until I pull my sword back.
So basically, I
So
mean,
now
it's you can tell because like it doesn't seem to have any weight to it, right? Like
okay.
because like as you move your sword down, it doesn't fall with the sword. You have to actually push it down with the sword in order
Oh,
to get it
yeah,
down to the
yeah.
ground. So
Okay.
you
Well,
you
it's off
notice
the
it quite
box now.
quickly. Oh, the
Yeah.
box?
But yeah, we can see the insides of the box now, right?
Yeah, you can see it. So you have to sort of peek over and into the box. Let me move the little. Let me see if I can grab the lid here.
I like how expertly you drew the lid again.
I
So
can't grab the lid
quickly.
anymore. Okay, wait, I can to zoom in and I can grab the lid. Because I kind of wanted to, like, move it to the ground. Okay, there we go. Good enough. Okay,
Oh, I can believe that.
so you peer inside the box. Um, the inside of the box is much darker than the outside, and there seems to be a substance at the bottom of it.
I'm so sorry, everyone. um, I'll can I peer in a little closer and see what that substance is?
It's it's sort of beyond what you. It's just dark. It's just kind of this
Just dark.
dark. Um. What would that be? It's just kind of blackish. Doesn't really look like anything. But it is. You can tell that there. It's kind of think like you have a cup that was filled with coffee, and the coffee like evaporated out of it. That's sort of what it looks like on the inside. But there's still like some sort of substance at the bottom. It's very dark in
Yeah.
color.
Does Grattle, do you want to roll for Arcana again?
I can't see it. I ain't looking at the thing.
You sure it's really cool?
Dagmar, do you touch the box?
No. No, my answer
Smell
is
it.
no to that.
What does it smell like?
You want me to sniff it?
Sniff it.
I'm gonna sniff it.
It doesn't smell good, but the smell is very faint.
Maybe the contents are long gone.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the remnants of whatever was in the box.
Creepy.
Daryl's like, no. So the smell
Huh.
is kind of rotten, actually, but it's faint, but it's kind of rotten. It smells like crap. Um,
I don't know.
this is why we needed Fred.
Mm.
You needed an archaeologist to help you?
No, we needed a dummy to like go in there and touch it.
Taste it. What does it taste like, Fred?
We needed a shovel hob to do all our whims and contract
bad.
work and all the shit that we don't want to do.
He doesn't wear red. I told you already, he doesn't wear red.
He's not the red shirt guy.
Oh, Theory, do you want to look at it?
Peer in with you, but I'm not going to touch it either.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm going to notice anything more.
Maybe with your special elf eyes. Half elf eyes.
What would that be? Investigation again?
Theory, is that a flower at the bottom?
A flower.
I think there's
Why,
a
yeah.
flower in there.
I believe you were talking to me. I believe that was a blatant attempt to seduce me into looking into the thing. I may be dumb. I ain't that dumb.
You can roll a deception if you'd like to try.
Oh God.
So if you want to try to save Gradall, it's a wisdom save. Ooh!
Fall for it. We're terrible friends.
Oh my god.
All right, fine. I'll look into it if there's a flower. If there isn't a flower, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
Wait, no, stay back.
I could throw a coin in there and see what happens.
Wait, no,
You want me to-
actually.
you want me to cast something in there. Like I could cast it wastes a second level spell, but I could do moonbeam or something, like in case there's something in there that's dangerous.
As Gretel is coming towards the box after hearing him say that he would be disappointed, I pull out like one of the many flowers I have stashed away all over from all of those successful rolls, and I drop a flower into the box.
Is that a sleight of hand check?
That is a sleight of hand check. Oh my goodness, it's reversed. You reversed it, Dagmar. You are sleight of handing a flower into the box.
But I'm also wondering if this does anything.
Oh
So
my god, nice.
Oh, God. All right, I'll do a perception to see if I can counter that, but I don't think I can. Nope.
yay! I keep my friend.
I didn't see you put a flower in the box, and now I'm gonna go look. Oh no, look, there's a flower in the box.
Gradall. My god. How was a flower growing in here? Inside of this box, inside of this room, inside of this cavern. This is the most bizarrest thing you've ever seen. And it looks rather wilted, which is no surprise because it hasn't seen any sun.
It's a chrysanthemum from back in session 17.
So I'll let you decide whatever you want to believe in, Gradall. But you see this crumpled flower in this muck at the bottom.
Oh.
If you recognize the flower, that's totally okay. It's like the chrysanthemum you were using to treat the tick. They're the tick repellent.
Hmm. What does the muck at the bottom look like?
Uh,
You said it kind of looked like dried up coffee, right?
uh, it's very dark, like coffee. I think it might actually end up being more gray than brown. It's a little bit of a kind of dark red, dark brown, grayish color. Almost black.
I don't trust whatever that substance is at the bottom. Does it look like anything I would recognize? Like, could I do it like a nature check or something?
Go ahead, nature check.
I have not been rolling very well.
No, not today. Theory, you wanna try to save that?
Whatever it is, it's something
Sorry,
hot.
I missed that. I apologize. But
We need a better nature roll.
Whatever it is, it's something rotten, like something's been sitting in there so long it's rotted away. This entire situation is very unpleasant, and I'm going to go sit at the doorway away from all of this crap.
That's fair enough.
Oh god. The city-bound rogue beat me in a nature check.
well, that's because I recognize dry blood when I see it. So I think we should just put the lid back and come up with a plan.
Do any of you touch the box?
No.
No, I'm still gonna use my sword to kind of like maneuver the lid back on.
It's very easy. It seems to have no weight whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let
I-
it touch my skin though.
I hate to be a spoil sport, folks, but we are past 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, so we're gonna cut it there, folks. We're gonna leave it here at the mystery of the box in the room.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
And furthermore, don't forget there are these. Oops. There are these other objects here in the room. You are welcome to touch them. You are welcome to investigate them. You are welcome to pick them up and take them home.
Your DM hates us.
Okay. Or you can study them in C2, as is appropriate.
Hey.
Everybody, we'll see you next time. Yay!
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.